Yo, we are live in North Carolina. We are, as you can tell, not in the big truck. We're in a hotel. Yes, in a hotel in High Point, North Carolina. Here we go. Yeah, man, we had a long day. I mean, it has been a long day. Um, where do we start? We had a weird thing happen with the truck, and I don't know how to describe it. We'll talk more about it. Let me go ahead and do some shout outs first, give some people a chance to jump in. John Armstrong, hello. Mr. Daniel Adami. Yeah, the dreaded hotel. Hey, Jason Perry and Spooby. Hey, it's Friday. You're not in up there at what you call it, getting some catfish, are you? I know I heard you say earlier about going up 55. I didn't know if you were stopping off at your favorite joint there to get some fried catfish. Dan River Trucking, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it's been a long 36 hours or so. Whew. Yeah. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna be over here on this bed, sound asleep, because I am a give out son of a gun. Okay, you skipped the catfish, huh? Mm. But yeah, um, I'll replay some of this once more people get in here. There he is, the legend Pale Rider TV. Yeah, BJ's. I don't know why I couldn't remember BJ's. What's up, Pale Rider? Hey, Nomadic Brit, what's going on, brother? I gotta ask you, man. Every time I talk to you, you know I'm gonna have to ask you the question. Have you got the bloody job? Did you get the job? Still no job. Yeah, me and Nomadic Brit, we had a good long conversation on the phone last week, so that was really cool getting to talk to him. And he is really a cool cat. I think Pale Rider even got to talk to him a little bit, and so they may have some collaborations going on pretty soon. Big Houston, what's going on, brother? I thought you'd be at the house by now, Big Houston. But yeah, hopefully sometime in the near future, maybe me and Nomadic Brit, Pale Rider, and some of us can collaborate on a video or something. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if you can hear the jingle. He's over there on the floor laying down, stretching out. Now he's doing the back rub where he's laying on his back and he's twisting and turning. You want to come up here and say, hey? Come on. There you go. Shake it off. Come on. Come on. Say, what's up, everybody? Say, what's up? What's up? Pause up. Pause up. Yeah, he's had a crazy day, too. If you wonder what he's sniffing my dinner. Yes. But I kind of snuck him in. The hotel has a pet-friendly policy where you can bring pets in. So, no, quit sniffing. You're not getting no more. They're not getting no more. But what I did was I picked up last night in Topton, Pennsylvania, in the middle of nowhere. Left up there around a little after midnight, drove all night into the early morning. And Mr. Adami can attest to this because me and him were talking on the phone for a good little bit of that. And drove all the way down to Sanford, North Carolina to the Caterpillar logistics place there, and delivered there this morning. Once I got done there, went and took me a 2-hour break, got the truck packed up and everything. By the time I got all that done, I left Sanford, headed down to Greensboro, and that's where I dropped my trailer. The guy that's working on my truck, Paramount Truck Services in High Point, the best Volvo mechanic in the world. I thought I saw TJ Jones. There he is. Hey, TJ. Yeah, so he has a drop lot over in Greensboro where you can drop your trailer and you don't have to pay to park it at the truck stop. So I went over and dropped my trailer, bobtailed over here to High Point, to the hotel, went ahead and checked in early, and they had the room ready. So I went ahead and got all my clothes and a few perishable items I didn't want to spoil, and put all that in the fridge, and got pretty much everything I needed here, and went on over there and dropped the truck off, talked to the guys, and as soon as I walked in, they go, "Hey, there he is." And they were expecting me, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I've been waiting for you. We're ready. We're going to go and get started on you." So they went ahead and got me into the shop and got started on it today. So there's a good chance they'll have the truck done tomorrow, maybe. But let me go ahead, I guess, and explain to you what's going on with the truck. I wish I had pictures. If I had pictures, I could show. What it is, you have the sleeper, the cab, all this is one big giant piece, right? Like one big giant metal box. At the front of the truck, the cab up there in the front fastens to two of these little arms. And they have the rubber bushings in them, and they give a little so that the truck, when it bounces, it's not too stiff. Well, those rubber bushings are worn out. Then on the back of the sleeper is airbags, those small airbags, and shocks to help some of the absorption. When you hit a bump and it bounces, the whole that boy's going to town. The truck bounces up and down, it absorbs some of that. Well, over the last 1,000,000+ miles, the cab, the box, has shifted, and it's not straight down the frame like it's supposed to be. So it's shifted about 2, maybe 3 inches at the most, a little over towards the driver's side. So and Pale Rider saw it. Pale Rider tell you, he was down there with me in Laredo last week, and he was standing there looking at it. He's like, "It looks like your sleeper is in over here and sticks out over here." So the whole thing is kind of shifted off the main frame going down the middle. And you can see the airbags are tilted. And so they're going to line all that up. I saw nothing. So they're going to line it back up. They're going to put new airbags, new shocks, new bushings in front, so it'll ride so much smoother. And also, we have one other issue, and that is the oil pan. Now, oil pans, you have the drain nut, lug, or whatever it is. They unscrew it, the oil drains out, right? Well, suppose hypothetically they're screwing it in and they cross thread it and just screw up the threads. Well, they'd have to throw away the whole oil pan, right? So I guess what they did was, in their infamous wisdom when they designed it, was they made like an insert. It's about probably about as big around as a mason jar. And what they did was they put the insert in the bottom of the oil pan. Then they drilled a hole in the insert and put a plug that you screw in, screw your plug to drain your oil. So if you cross thread it, mess it up, you're supposed to be able to take out the insert, put in a new insert with fresh threads, and you don't have to replace the entire oil pan. That's the only thing I can figure. Me and Bill Ryder was talking about it. We think that's the reason they designed it that way. I don't know if that's for sure what they did. But anyway, my problem is that insert, I guess it has a rubber O-ring or some kind of gasket in it. Anyway, mine is leaking. And when I say leaking, I'm talking one good fat drop of oil about every 35 to 45 seconds. So the other night I was parked for 4 hours while they were loading me. I come back out and there's a puddle of oil about this big, about as big around as a pie pan. And so this past week was the first time I've ever had to add oil in between oil changes. And I added a gallon. So, yes, I got to get that fixed. So they're going to also try to fix the oil pan. I hope and pray. But I think today when I went to the shop was the first time I ever remembered coming in, maybe second time, and just was able to find a parking spot real easy. Normally there's so many trucks in there you can't find anywhere to park. But yeah, I found a place to park, and they, like I said, they went ahead and moved some trucks around and got me on into the shop, and going to get to work on it for me, and hopefully have me ready to go no later than Sunday, and we'll probably try to grab us a load Monday and get going again. We've been out over at least 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, and once we get the truck running again, there's a good chance we'll probably be out for another 2 weeks. It just depends. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, crap. Is it back working? I was looking at some other devices to see if it was working. Yeah, it's back working now, right? But yeah, the oil pan is they're probably just going to replace the entire oil pan. I think that's going to be the goal. Let's see. First time owner operator coming to Landstar next month. What kind of advice can you give me on using the load board? I'm coming from being dispatched to self-dispatching. Is it difficult? No, I mean, I think that it's pretty easy. I think you'll pick up on it, Section 8. It won't be as hard as you think. Hey, Roy. Let's see, Roy. Do you by any chance work for Clint at Paramount? But yeah, it ain't that hard, man. Really. I mean, I picked up on it pretty fast, and I think you will too. But the good thing is you have lots of people available to give you advice, to give you pointers, to help you out. You have the Landstar Facebook pages where you can go in and ask for advice or ask questions, stuff like that. And you get instant feedback immediately. And yeah, there's a lot. I even did, I guarantee you, go back and watch some of my old videos. I did like a 3-part video starting with searching for loads, calling the agent, what questions to ask, how to talk to them, all this kind of stuff. I did videos on all of that. So yeah, go back and watch some of those videos, and you can always reach out to me and I'll help you with it. But basically, the thing about the load board is you want to go in and set up what I call parameters. And that is your, I don't know how to say it. It's what it's what you want, right? So you say, this is what I want from Landstar. Okay, so you take your truck to Paramount Truck Service in High Point, Roy, Yeah, tell him, Roy, Clint is the best, especially if you got a Volvo. But yeah, you go in like some examples, right? Where do you want to run? Do you want to run the entire United States? Do you want to focus on the Southeast, Midwest, Northeast, Northwest, North, or Southwest? Wherever you want to run, you can limit yourself to just seeing loads in that area to work for, right? So, like for me, when I started, my minimum was $2.50 a mile. I won't haul a load for less than $2.50 a mile. Since the rates have up as much as they are now, I hardly ever haul a load for less than three. And when I say three, 250, all these numbers, these are Landstar numbers before they take their portion of the money. So if I'm hauling for three, then Landstar, that comes out to about $2 a mile to the truck. So, but yeah, it's really not that hard. The main thing is you go in, and when you book your load, you want to look at the load board, and you want to look at that load. You want to see where it's going, what time it's picking up, what time it delivers, so you know what's going on. You want to they have the little feature where you can look and see how many loads are in that area where you're delivering. So that's another thing you want to take into consideration, because you don't want to take a load where there's no loads coming back out. So you'll want to keep that in mind. And like I said, these are things that you'll pick up on, and what they don't help you with in orientation. I'm here and I'll help you. A lot of great guys at Landstar that'll help you. Am I right, Roy? Am I right? Yeah, yeah. uh, yeah, I saw a lot of trucks in there today. I've seen Landstar trucks in there before. Yeah, he does great work, reasonable price. I mean, he put 6 injectors in my truck in record time. I mean, really fast, and got me going. And I think it was like right around $5,000. Really good price. And so, but yeah, I wish I wish he could get a bigger shop, man. I mean, he can work on a pretty good bit of trucks in that shop he has now. But I picture Clint, because he's this really intelligent young man, and he's already got this, decent sized shop. A lot of really good mechanics that want to work for him. A really, really loyal client base of customers that come to see him. And like I was telling the Uber driver today, I took a load all the way up from Florida just to get up here for him to work on my truck, because I trust him more than I do the dealers. So yeah, he has a really great business. I wish he could expand it and make it even bigger. Maybe open a shop somewhere closer to Florida. But a lot of it is, I think, the training. I think he puts. I think he. Yeah, are you talking about trying to leave, when you're trying to leave, going up that hill with all that gravel? I've seen more than one guy sit there and spin his tires slinging gravel. You have to be careful going out the gate. You have to. I figured it out now, because there's a couple of gullies there. You have to go over towards the fence, come in from the side, get to the concrete, and then turn and go up. You can't just go straight up from the bottom. It's a challenge just getting out of that place. But that's why I say I wish he could have a bigger, nicer facility. He deserves it. He's really hardworking, really great mechanic, and the fastest, quickest way for you to get a hat nomadic Brit is to meet up with me. Find me somewhere on the road. That's the quickest way. Next quickest way probably would be if you send me an email to thetruckerstable@gmail.com. My wife will see it, and she can mail you one out. We are going to be pressing some new hats. and some more T-shirts. I got to give one to the guy that's working on my truck because he was asking me about it. Right now, I am down to digital camo and black and white camo hats. Oh, okay. So if you run a dedicated schedule, there's a good chance we, or route or whatever, there's a good chance we might cross paths then. Yeah, we're going to be pressing some new shirts, some more hats, and especially hats because I'm really low on hats. I'm down to about 3 or 4 hats, and I have the like I said, digital camo and black and white camo. So we need to do some more hats. I wish my buddy Les was in here. A lot of you know Les, Les D. You see him a lot on Pale Riders channel during the live feeds. I saw some pictures of him the other day on Facebook where he met it with some of his friends came to see him, and he was wearing one of my hats. One of my fancy ones too is the brown, one of the brown ones. 10 days ahead, so I know what part of USA I will be in a certain time. Yeah, I try to book ahead too. I normally book about 3 to 4 days ahead, something like that. I try to stay at least one load ahead. So when I pick up a load, I already know where my next load is picking up after that. And then I'll start trying to book a load for that right after that. So I try to stay within 1 or 2 loads of what I'm doing. So yeah, Les has been a little bit under the weather, not feeling good, I believe, there, John. Really great guy, though, real supporter of my channel, Pale Riders channel. A lot of the guys in here, really great guy. So always thinking about Les. But the good news is the T-shirts that I have, my wife just ordered some new ones. And I think she got some medium and some large and some extra large. And right now in the truck, I have 2X, 3X, 4X shirts in my truck. So big, small, little, or tall, we fit them all. But it's funny, no matter, Britt, I was talking to Mark the other day, and we were talking about the hats and the T-shirts and all that different stuff. And he was saying that their hats are embroidered. And you can tell looking at mine. Mine is pressed with a heat press. And if you look at the S is coming off right here. So I got to either get that fixed or just go ahead and peel it off and be the trucker table. Let's see, Section 8, how long have I been trucking? My first trucking job was at age 16 in 1986. However, it was only a summer job, and once school started back up, I quit my trucking career or put it on hold and went back to school. But no, my first driving job with a CDL license was in 1997. So I've been doing it 24 years, I think, right around there, 24 years, almost 25 years. I have had time off during that 24 years where I did a few other things, you know. I worked in a call center for a couple of years. I did local run driving for, a couple of years. So there's been times where I've taken off from being over the road, but I always seem to end up back over the road. And I'll be honest with you, I was telling somebody the other day, this is a job. I do it to make money, to pay my bills, support my family. And as much as I love doing it, rookie, I know, Pale Rider, you got me beat by at least 2 years. I know you started in 1995, I believe. But I'll be honest with you, as much as I love being my own boss and being out here on the road and everything, I think I would give it up if I could make the same money and be at the house every day, you know. Um, but I guess when it comes down to making the money versus being home, I mean, I know money can't buy everything or can't buy what is it, happiness or love or whatever, but it can buy me a boat. Yeah. Well, boats make me happy. No, it's just I mean, my uncle was a truck driver when I was a little kid, you know, in grade school, back when they had the old cab overs, you know, and so I've always been fascinated by trucking. I always wanted to do it. And when I got out of the army, and that's what I did mostly in the army. I went in as a cook, but I mostly drove. Was my main job when I was in the army. Mostly was driving. So I've kind of always done some kind of driving. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any children, so it makes it easier not having kids to get out and drive. But at the same time, you know, I miss my wife and I miss my other three puppy dogs. I got Ducky; he's out with me, so keeps me company and makes it where you don't miss the house as bad having somebody from the house out with you. Thank you, Nomadic Brit. Yes, we have several veterans. Pale Rider, Daniel. I don't know about John. I've never asked John about that. Are you a veteran, John? Were you in the military? I never thought to ask you about that. But yeah, Pale Rider and Daniel and myself, God and Country Family Trucking. If he's still in here, he was in the military. I think Spooby was in the military as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a lot of us. Okay, no, it's nothing to be sorry about. It's, some people, you know, have joined, and some people haven't. And I'll be honest with you, when I went through high school, that was the furthest thing from my mind was ever joining the military. Uh, I ended up actually joining out of necessity. I was in a in a sticky wicket, and I needed to make some changes, and just joined up. You know. Yes, we know, Pale Rider. You are old. Nah, shots fired. Uh, yeah, a lot of you. I don't know if y'all saw my last video I uploaded. I should have uploaded one today, but my sorry butt has not been doing the editing that I need to be doing. But I'll be in the hotel for the next 24 hours at least, so I'll probably uh, I'll probably try to get one edited and uploaded by before Monday. My sticky wicket. um, I had this 1968 GMC pickup truck. This thing was a beautiful, beautiful truck, and it was fast. And I had went and saw some kinfolks and got back and didn't get much sleep, and I was tired. And the job I used to work, I worked a rotating shift. I worked day shift, 4 to 12, 12 to 8. I worked all the different shifts. Well, I was supposed to go in and do midnight till 8 in the morning, right? So I had my alarm set, went to bed, thunderstorm rolled in, uh, the power went off, power came back on. If you don't have a battery in your alarm clock, it resets itself. This was back before cell phones. So my alarm reset, never went off. I slept right through my shift. So I ended up getting fired from my job, and I had borrowed money on on some land that my grandparents gave me, and I didn't want to lose my land. You know, I wanted to keep my land. You know, I didn't want to lose it. And I knew I had talked to some people, and they said, well, if you go in the military, they have to pause any kind of collections or payments or anything like that. They had to put a pause on that while you're going through boot camp and AIT, right? So that's what I did. I joined the military to keep from losing my land, more or less. But then when I got in there and I went through the training and everything associated with being in the military, it was like, wow, that was the greatest thing I've ever done. You know, it was such a great feeling. And I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Barry Robertson, hello, sir. Um, so yeah, that was the little sticky wicket that I was in. If I didn't go in, I was going to lose my land, and because I kept trying to find a job, and I was bagging groceries. I mean, I worked in a plywood mill for a little while. That didn't work out, and so yeah, I joined the Army, and it turned out to be the best thing I ever did. So because I was in the Army, I was able to buy a house. I didn't have to put no money down. I didn't have to have what they call that the insurance on the loan, the guarantee insurance thing or whatever. Not insurance like on the house itself, but the guarantee that you have to have on the loan. I forget what it's called now. I didn't have to have that because it was secured by the government and everything, so it was good. But yeah, that's how I ended up in the Army. Like I said, I don't regret it. I'm really super glad that I did it. I want to go through here. Last time I did a live feed, one of the fellers in here was asking me. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. So if anybody sees Scooby, you can tell him I have now made him a moderator. But yeah, I want to say it was Nomadic Brit I was talking to the other day, and I told him, you know, that it would be awesome if everybody went through and had a chance to go through the military just to get some perspective on life and how everything, you know, in our country is. I think it would give everybody a lot of perspective. Oh, the one with the glider. That is Joe Allison. I should have texted Joe and told him I was going live. Joe right now is probably headed back down to Laredo, so he may be awake, he may be asleep. Yeah, Spoovy's part of the T680 Mafia. Yeah, it was you. I thought it was you, Nomadic Brett. But yeah, Joe has the Coronado mid roof. He did tanker for a little while, and then he went and started driving for Tyson and just hated it, did not like what was going on with Tyson at all. And he reached out to me and was asking me about coming over to Landstar, and I told him, I said, absolutely, brother, come on, you'll love it. And he's been crushing it. He's been here since April, and he's made more money in 3-4 months, somewhere in there, 3 or 4 months, than some of these guys make in an entire year. So he's really killing it. All right, Daniel, am I supposed to be reading your comments? No one's older than Pale Rider, right? The Big Bang. But yeah, well, I'm not as good as Pale Rider. Pale Rider's real good about reading all the comments, and I'm not as good with doing that. I had to take a second and read your comment twice, Jason, because I'm like, he's baked. What is he talking about? He's baked. Is he? He's not messing around with the wacky tobacco, is he? uh, but yeah. All right. Hey, Nomadic Brit, take a second and look at the people that are in the live stream that are making comments, right? You see Jason Perry, Spooby, Daniel Adami, Pale Rider TV Trucking, GNC Family Country Trucking. I'm trying to think who else in here. Now, all these people that I just named are, and maybe one or two more, are people that are in the Zello channel that where we're talking on a daily basis. We talk on Zello. So that's what I was telling you about before with the Zello thing. Those are some of the guys I talk to pretty regularly on Zello, because I actually talked to Jason just before I went live a while ago. And I talked to Pale Rider and Spooby and Daniel and GNC, a lot of these guys already today, you know, on Zello. So they already knew my truck was going in the shop. They know what's going on. I don't know if somebody was in Zello the other day, John, and they were talking, and we were talking back to them, but they couldn't hear us. So they thought we were ignoring them, I think. And so I typed in a message and I said, turn up your volume. Because if I said turn up your volume and you got it turned down, you wouldn't hear me, right? So that's why I typed it in there to turn up the volume so you could hear us talking back. I don't know if that was you or somebody else. I want to say the screen name was Mega Yield or something like that. But yeah, Zello's pretty cool. It's like having a CB that you can talk no matter what part of the country you're in, you know. West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, no matter where you're at, the CB antenna reaches out there. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and do a quick little live feed. I had talked to Pale Rider, and he's not going live tonight, he said. If he was going live, he would be going live in 25 minutes. But he's not. Pale Rider, do you want to confirm yay or nay? Okay. I was going to say, are you going live tomorrow? Because we were talking about it. And he was saying that he might start switching up from doing a Friday night Saturday. And I didn't know if he was going live or not. But hey, here's something. Oh, well. Oh, is it back? Nope. Maybe. Oh, I'm back. Okay. It worked out great. While it was doing the death of circle, I was able to take something. I was able to get a swig of something to drink. All right. Yeah, we're in the hotel, and I'm using hotel Wi-Fi, so I guess it comes and goes. But yeah, the oh look, my beautiful wife has made it. Hey, darling. Uh, yeah. So I was thinking about getting StreamYard and using that. Like when I'm doing this right here, it'd be great if I was able to use StreamYard and somebody could hold down the fort while I'm trying to get my Wi-Fi connection refreshed. Yes, teach me how to do lives, Pale Rider. I would love your tutelage. See, I watch some of these guys that are pros at doing this live feed thing, like Pale Rider and Snow Lord, and I watch them do live feeds, and it's like flawless. They read the comments, they're looking at the camera. I mean, it's great. I'm not that sophisticated. uh, yeah. There you go. Nomadic Brit. That's my wife, Teresa. That's why I was saying if you send the email address to thetruckerstable@gmail.com, she'll mail you a hat and a T-shirt and everything out. I was just telling everybody, darling, I am down to I think 3 hats, maybe 2 or 3 hats. I got a couple of digital camo, and a couple of the black and white camo. So we need to press some more hats, and we got some more shirts we're going to press too. So yeah. But yeah, we need to do some of that. Yeah, okay. So Nomadic Brit, he uses StreamYard, and so yeah, I was thinking about getting a StreamYard and trying to see if I could do that. So we'll see. But yeah, I was telling my wife earlier. We were talking on the through text, and I was telling her I got the truck in the shop pretty fast, and hopefully they're going to get me done pretty quick. A couple of the guys that work there in the shop, they follow me on YouTube. I promise I'm going to try to get their names tomorrow. I feel bad. I don't know all of them's name. But I know one of the guys that works in there that follows me on YouTube is actually the owner's son. He's a cool guy, young guy too. He's learning from the best, and if he stays with it, man, this diesel mechanicing thing, he's gonna have him a nice good job one day. Well, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am getting tired, sleepy. Like I said, what happened was I brought a load out of Laredo, and I had to drive like nobody's business. I left Laredo around noon on Monday. I drove up to Beaumont, did a 10-hour break, drove to just south of Chattanooga, did a 10-hour break, and then I drove from there on up to Delaware where I had to deliver at. And I got up there, and it took them a while to get everything unloaded. They actually had to take the window out in the front of the building, or where the dining room area is, to be able to fit the furniture inside the building. And so it took them a while to get it unloaded. And the people that owned the restaurant where I was unloading my first drop also owned the second restaurant where we did the second drop. The second drop took over 3 hours and something to get unloaded. And it was funny. I wish I'd had my special glasses on when I went back there to check on them, see how they were doing. I walked back there and I stick my head in the trailer and I'm looking to see how much more they got to go. And all down the wall right there lined up, there had to be at least a half dozen Corona bottles. They were in there drinking Corona. Unloading the trailer, kicking back with a couple of Coronas. Colorado says, Delaware? That's just how he says it too, Delaware? So, Nomadic Brit, I can't believe you even know what that is. But I keep forgetting. You're my age or older. Yeah, Chucky, it's nap time for sure. But anyway, so we got up there, got all that restaurant equipment off. they got all the Corona bottles out of the back of the trailer because I didn't want to be hauling Corona bottles down the road. Hey, Rattling Hanger, how you doing, bud? So I get up there to, oh man, going from Delaware to Topton, Pennsylvania, at least 5 backups, wrecks, just heavy traffic, and finally got up there. It took me 3 hours to go 113 miles. The traffic was so bad. So I get up there, and it took them 4 hours to load my truck. Well, by the time they got done loading my truck, I'm only 3 hours away from, finishing a 7-hour break, and I'd already done a 3-hour break back down in Delaware. So I just pulled off over in a little gravel lot. Took me about a 2-hour nap or so, and finished out my 7-hour break. Jumped up just after midnight and drove all night, early into the morning, to make it to Sanford, North Carolina. And I got down there around 9:30, and got unloaded. And so I'm trying to think. Not this morning, but the morning before was the last time I slept, any extended period of time. Like I said, I got 2 hours the other night, last night, but that wasn't much. So I'm definitely ready for some sleep. I'm probably going to sleep till tomorrow sometime or another. Probably won't even set my alarm. Probably just sleep till I wake up. And we have a king-size bed, so there's plenty of room for Ducky, too. Yeah. But I wish you could see him. He's down on the floor asleep right now. That boy, he sleeps more than any dog I've ever seen. He's always sleeping. But you can ask my wife. It ain't just him. All 4 of our dogs are always sleeping. I mean, she works from home, so she's there with them all day. And they sleep, and they sleep, and they sleep. And Ducky, when we're riding down the road driving, he's always asleep. The only time he's awake is when he hears me like opening up a bag of beef jerky, or hears me opening, sunflower seeds bag or something. He'll hear that rattling. He'll wake up like, what you got? Either that, or when we're slowing down, he'll jump up in the seat and see what we're doing, where we're at. But yeah. But so I wanted to ask you, Pale Rider, but I don't want to put you on the spot, man. No, the very first puppy dog that I ever took with me in the truck was Abby. She was the first dog that we got back in 2013. And that's actually where she got potty trained, was in the truck. All right, Pale Rider, I'm fixing to ask you. If you don't want to say, you don't have to say it. I don't want to put you on the spot. But if you had to guess, percentage-wise, 1% being highly unlikely, up to like, say, 100% likely, what are the chances that we're going to get a Pale Rider live feed tomorrow night? And I can say with certainty, nobody in here is going to not want to watch, regardless if you have a guest or not. I think everybody just loves the old Pale Rider live feeds. They're always pretty good. And if you saw the rattling, that's because I've got a hold of my desk and it's moving. But yeah, I mean, now's your chance to get some publicity. There's only 11 people in here, though. My live feeds go down fast. I missed something. What was it about a millionaire? But okay, so 83.5%. That's a unique number. So yeah. I'd say we got a good chance of getting a Pale Rider live feed tomorrow night. Yeah. So there's a good chance I'll be here at the hotel tomorrow night. I've already paid up for 3 nights, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So there's a good chance I'll be here. And by me paying for 3 nights in advance, it's a guarantee that they'll have my truck fixed by Saturday afternoon. Watch and see. They'll have it fixed by Saturday afternoon, and that truck will be parked right out there, and I'll be spending the night at the dadgum hotel like some spoiled feller. That'd be like, what's his name? He stays at the hotel all the time. Ratman. Yeah, Ratman's always at a hotel somewhere. But missing something here. I can go ahead and tell you what everybody wants you to talk about tomorrow night, Nomadic Brit. They want you to talk about getting the jab. Yes, Ducky travels the best in the truck. He doesn't get sick. He does what I tell him to do. He doesn't run off. Yeah, Abby and Ellie both get car sick and throw up. Yeah, McGee's the mama's boy. He's always in his mama's lap at the house whenever he gets a chance. Yeah, full-time job being her shadow. Try to be 100 there. Dan River Trucking, do you have a YouTube channel? Because if you do YouTube videos, I'm going to subscribe to you right now so I can follow along and see how this goes. Oh, no, Jim, you're not supposed to be here, buddy. You're on vacation. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man. One of the BCOs over here at Landstar that's killing it, Mr. Jim Murdoch. I hope y'all having a good vacation up there, buddy. Let's just say where Jim is at, it's a very good possibility he could hear. And then he starts hearing that banjo picking. If you hear banjo picking, you better start running. What ended short? Your vacation? Okay. So you're a BCO Landstar BCO. Okay. It sounds like there's a helicopter landing right outside my window. Sorry about that, Jim. Oh man, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I hope everything's going to be okay. Yes, Dan River, I am going to also be headed down that same path. I have the 2014 Volvo right now. And when it's not in the shop, I make good money with it. But it seems to be in the shop more than it should be. So I want to switch gears and try something different. Nomadic Brit, he can tell you about Nomad Trucker, another Landstar BCO, who has I think it's a 2007 Freightliner glider. It's the Classic XL, and he blew my mind. I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and he was telling me that he's getting, I want to say right around 8 miles a gallon or something like that with a Detroit 60 series in a Freightliner Classic, the big XL. And he's getting almost right at 8 miles a gallon. That just for a glider, he's almost 7 miles to the gallon. So I don't think right now I'm only getting 6.5 miles to the gallon. But I was telling Mark, that I just want to try something different. And then when I talked to Matt on the phone, we were talking about his truck, and I told him my idea is to go ahead and just buy a pre-emission truck, keep the truck I have now, and put the pre-emission truck in the shop, and just have them, start from the front and work their way back, and just completely rebuild the truck, make it good and solid, And I think I could do all that and still have less than $100,000 in the truck. And a brand new truck, you're looking at, by the time you pay it off, at least $200,000 in it. And then once it's paid for and you got close to 1 million miles on it, you don't have anything. You have all these sensors and emission problems, and a truck that just won't stand the test time. It's just, I don't think those trucks are built to last. Some people say they're throwaway trucks. Some people say they're not. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I feel like if I took $200,000 and 2-3 years after it's paid for, I don't really have anything. But I think if I had a glider or a pre-emission truck, I think those hold their value a little bit better. A good example, right, is what I'm doing right now, right? My truck's in the shop, and they're replacing oh God, I just talked about them a while ago. The bushings, the rubber bushings and everything that the cab rides on. Did I disconnect again? It says trying to reconnect. I don't know. We'll just keep going. We'll see what happens. Anyway, and I was thinking about this other truck that I had. It was a 2000 model International, and we never did that. I never had trouble with the only thing I ever had trouble with was the engine, and that was after it had like 1.5 million miles on it, and it blew out. It blew up, But so I don't know. I just want to go back old school and give it a try. Yeah, I get you, Dan River. I get you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's why I said, man, put out some videos talking about that, because there's a lot of us guys out here that have the emission trucks, and we want to get rid of them, And I'm gonna be. I want to be able to, if I can make the truck I have now last me another 6 months, maybe 8 months, somewhere in there. I'll be able to get the truck I want and start rebuilding on it. So that's the plan anyway. And I mean, if the truck's the one I have now, once I get it paid for, I don't have to be in a rush to sell it or anything like that. I can always park it. I got plenty of land I can park it on, and always use it as a backup or something if I had to, in case something goes wrong. Yeah, are you talking about Olive Branch, Mississippi? Nomadic Brett? Because I did see a bunch of gliders and stuff coming out of Olive Branch, Mississippi over there. That was one of the places. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking around and seeing what I can find. And like I said, I may just go with a pre-emission truck, not necessarily a glider. I have to wait and see. I mean, I like the idea of the glider because you're getting kind of a new truck, but you're getting you're using the old school motors and transmissions in it. So I kind of like that combination. So anyway, I've been on here over an hour. I better let you guys go because I know y'all probably wanting to chill out a little bit and get ready to go to bed and everything. I know I'm headed in that direction. But anyway, yeah, the truck's in the shop, but it's nothing major. It's not engine related, except for the oil pan. And that's, I think that'll be an easy fix. They'll be able to just swap out, put a new oil pan on it. And the rest of that stuff that they're doing, cab realignment, everything, I don't think that's major repair. I think that's something they'll be able to do. And So hopefully they'll have me good up and going, and I'll be able to grab a load Monday and get going again. When are you going back out on the road, Jim? Okay, you'll be back out Monday. Okay, cool, cool. Maybe we'll cross paths because I'm in North Carolina. You're down in South Carolina. There's a good chance we might be. Okay, so you're going to DC. All right. You're probably going to be on I-95. So I'm over here further inland. So I might miss you. I don't know. But who knows? I might get a load that gets me over towards I-95. I'll look out for you and see where you're at. But I love doing this, Nomad Brett, just like you do, I'm sure. It gives you a chance to, you're going up 81? Okay. It gives you a chance to talk to people, get some ideas. Like Dan River, I got some good information from him. Stuff like that. You learn from people. I think everybody can learn something from other people around them if they just take a second and learn. Okay. I hope Jason doesn't get mad about me saying this. I feel like he talks about it a pretty good bit on Zello, so he probably doesn't mind. Jason Perry is a straight up celebrity. Yeah. White Line Transportation. What's up? I haven't talked to you in a dog's age, man. Where you been? All right, Jason. You better give me a quick thumbs down or I'm fixing to spill the beans. Guess. Don't say nothing about it. Can I tell them what you're doing, Jason? Can I tell them what you're hauling or what you're doing? I can? Okay. Jason is doing concerts, right? He is hauling stage lighting, pyrotechnics and stuff for, are you ready for this? Kiss. Kiss, those crazy guys with the paint on their face and stuff. He is hauling their concert equipment, staging and stuff like that, and he's going on a concert tour with them. Yeah. How cool is that? Now that is a cool job, man. Yeah. So he gets to go to all the venues, all the shows. I guarantee if he's sitting out there in the truck at the venue, he could probably hear the music, especially if they do any outdoor concerts. So, yeah, Jason has the coolest gig of all of us in here. He's hauling concert equipment for Kiss. That is awesome. He was doing it back before the pandemic hit, and then they canceled all the concerts and it went away. But yeah, a lot of amphitheaters. Okay, so he that is so freaking cool, man. I think he said he's seen him a couple of times walking around. Maybe it seemed like I remember him saying something about Gene Simmons looking old as dirt. So. Okay. Yeah, I went right by there the other day, White Line Transport. I went by there twice. Yes, as soon as I get off here, I will be subbing over to your channel 2 there, Dan River. Check it out. What? Now you coming alive? You want to say goodbye? Come on. Come on, we'll say goodbye. Mama's in here. You want to say goodbye to Mama? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dad. Where you going? Where you going? They can't see you up under here. He's up under the table. There he is. See, I popped up in the weirdest places. You can't say goodbye with your back to him. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can turn you around. There we go. All right, turn around. There you go. Say, see y'all next time, folks. Pause up. Pause up. He just woke up from a nap. But, yeah, we're going to get out of here and get us a little bit of sleep. thank y'all so much for coming in, checking out the live feed. The good news is there's nothing major wrong with the truck, just some simple stuff that can be fixed, and we'll be back on the road Monday, and we'll try. I got at least 2 videos that I can edit and get ready to upload. So hopefully I can do all that while I'm off tomorrow and try to get those going. And Little Viking Coach. Oh, man, we got another celebrity in here. I can't believe it. What's up, Little Viking Coach? But, yeah, we'll be back on the road Monday. And I'm going to go ahead and start looking at the load board, seeing what's out there for Monday. And see if we can't grab us something. I'll know for sure if the truck's going to be ready probably tomorrow afternoon, Sunday at the latest, and we'll be back on the road and making more videos. So thank y'all so much for coming in, checking out the live feed, and just keep your eye out for some videos. We're going to try to upload some videos and get them out there to you guys, and hopefully do some collaborations with some of these other great YouTubers in here. So y'all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. Woohoo! Friday. So even when you got to get repairs done on your truck and you're in an old hotel, you don't give up. You keep pushing forward. You don't give up. Keep punching. All right, y'all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch y'all later.